Look how big them turkeys are. You couldn't see them coming across that field. That could. I'm hearing them behind us. I'm hearing them out in front of us. Them four and them pines straight back in front of us gonna start gobbling in a minute. You watch. I'm telling you, they're gonna be gobbling all around. They were everywhere. There was 9 of them out here. Hey, I just heard the ones across the road. I just heard the ones across the road from the island gobbling. Them ones in the pine trees straight in front of us ain't said a word yet, but they're in there. I watched them fly up there yesterday. I was looking through the binoculars to see if I could see them fly down. Hey, Rodney. Them across the road are on the ground, and it sounds like that they're close to or in that field. Yeah, it sounds like they're in that field. Back up, man. This field falls away to my left, and I was sitting out there. There's a tom over there too. There's a tom over there too. He's coming into the pasture now. There's a tom just in the pasture right behind the hen. He's strutting right now. We can't move around a lot now. I'm kind of exposed right here. You're gonna have to be real still. Turkey's in the mist. And there's another one behind him. This turkey's getting closer, and there's one out there in the field gobbling coming behind him. Can you see them other ones? just saw that decoy. He's looking at these decoys, that's why he's gobbling. These hens are coming this way fast. This Tom's following them. There's another Tom behind him. I just saw him by the island. There's two hens coming straight for these decoys. He does not want to follow these hens. These hens are coming and he doesn't want to follow them. He's standing on the fence line gobbling his head off. Be real still. These hens are going to get close. I think this Tom's going to come straight down this fence line. He's too far. Even with his TSS Jared gave me, I ain't gonna shoot a turkey. He's like 70 yards. I mean, those hens will come back and they'll go back up in the plus. There's 4 other turkeys out here that don't know we're here. Actually, there's 7 turkeys that don't know we're here. They were gonna walk through here real easy, and he was gonna come down this fence line. But I spooked that hen when I turned that decoy to try to get him over here. Because I didn't know if he was going to go back in the front field and walk the front of this fence line, or if he was going to come straight down to us. And when I turned it, that hen that was over there by that wellhead took off running. Then the other one took off running. And so he automatically assumed there was something dangerous around here. So he took off running too. And then the second one come up the hill and saw all three of them running. So he went the other way because he thought there was something dangerous, you know. And when I turned.
I got one down, you got one down.
No. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's them 4. Why didn't you tell me they were coming? You got one down.
I got one down, you got one down.
Just sit still. Just sit still. I see him. The one I shot was on the left. I'm sitting here talking to you and you just shot. You didn't see them turkeys pull up. I didn't even have a chance to get it on video, man. Look how big them turkeys are. You couldn't see them coming across that field.
I couldn't see that because of the brush. I was taking everything over there. I mean, you've been gone there like, hey, well, I just looked. I'm out of look. And I took a drink of the gun up.
Which way did they come from?
Right here, like this corner.
Oh, they come off the tree line.
They didn't come in the hood.
I told you sometimes they'll sneak up on.
Actually, just saying something here about goblin. I assumed when I grabbed my gun and they were going to run or jump. I grabbed my gun and lowered it down.
Just sit right here and let them get out of sight because they can still see me. They ain't terribly spooked. They heard that hen call, that last hen call I made. And they come running to it, didn't they?
I leaned up and looked. Now I leaned my gun up against here, took a drink, and before I could even, when I set it back down and looked back up, that's when they were like right in my face. And I grabbed my gun and then lowered it down. And I'm glad I turned this way because I turned this way a few minutes ago. Just in case they came that way, I'd be able to see it.
Well, I told you earlier that that all the turkeys were on your side now, so
that's when I turned.
So me and Rodney got here this morning. We had a lot of moonlight, so we walked all the way across this field, pretty much without any flashlights. Wasn't a full moon. Wasn't a full moon, but it was close to it. We had 7. I come and roosted 7 toms to our right here yesterday, and 2 across the road. The 2 across the road actually come in about an hour ago, but I turned the motion decoy just a little bit because one of them wanted to hang up, and the hens that were in front of him, well, one of the hens freaked out, took off running. When he saw her running, he just started running. They ran by us at about 80 yards. The big tom took off behind her, and there was another one behind him that just vamoosed. But this group of 4, there was a group of 4 and a group of 3 over here yesterday that I roosted. They got quiet. They didn't gobble a whole lot this morning, just a little bit, but they got quiet. Well, when these 2 toms to our left run by us, I told Rodney, now there's 9 toms on our right, so they're going to be coming from your way. So he switched, turned around a little bit where he could face the other way. And I just told him a few minutes ago that, you know, these birds will sneak up on you later in the morning like this, about 8 o'clock. And we're just sitting here being quiet, whispering, we're in the shade. And these turkeys, the group of 4, come down the wood line. Rodney was sitting over there with his gun propped up against the bushes and getting a sip of Mountain Dew, and these turkeys popped out at about 10 yards from us. And I was sitting here talking to Rodney about turkey calling. We had just done a call sequence about 3 or 4 minutes before that. And I was talking to Rodney about calling, and all of a sudden he just fired a shot. And the toms were right out there just beside the decoy. I turned the GoPro on after he fired his shot. I doubt it got anything though, because I hit some of these bushes or something behind me and it kind of cocked it back, so I doubt we even got the shot. But we got 2 down, and we just sat here and let the other ones mosey off. They never did run. They hung out and, you know, just kind of like, you know, what happened. And we waited for them to leave. So now we're going to head out there and pick them up. I mean, I just saw a beard and a redneck. I don't know which one was the biggest one. I shot at the one that was right down my gun barrel. As soon as he shot, I picked my gun up. Yeah, and both of us had a jam on the first shot. I'm shooting some TSS that Jared bought me for my birthday, and I had my shell didn't eject completely, and he had the same thing with his. He's shooting the Remington, the Remington nitro turkeys. GoPro battery's about to die. I'm going to swap that out, and we're going to go pick these turkeys up and see what we got. Being we got turkeys to tote too, I think what I'm going to do is drive the truck to that reel right there, so we ain't got so far to tote all this stuff.
Walk carry the turkeys and all the decoys and everything.
Yeah.
I can't believe them other ones just sat there. Like...
Let's unload. Did you unload your gun?
No, because I don't know if I'm going to shoot. I'm going to leave my shells in mine. I got it on safety and keep it on my shoulder.
Why? In case you got to shoot again?
Just in case.
Oh, man, come on.
Yeah, give me a hand.
Let me turn my thermocell off before I leave it running all day again. Put my shells up. Where's the other one?
They're right here in that tall grass. I think they're both dead there. I haven't seen them flap anything in a while.
Yeah. Decent. It's a turkey. Oh, you got him on a little beard. He ain't bad. He ain't bad. Yeah. I can see the spurs on him.
Still...
No, that's the wind. You got decent spurs. They got about the same amount of spurs.
Oh, there was a bigger one.
Man, when you shot, you see where we're sitting. And these turkeys were standing here.
Yeah.
When you shot, all 3 of them were right here. And I could see all 3 of them, but they stepped back this way just a little bit. And I had my gun leaning against that tree. And he was the last one that was right down my gun barrel, so I shot him.
The reason I shot him is because he was the furthest one this way. Because I was trying to not spook it that way. You got a shot, which I thought you seen him too. But I mean, it was like they come right here, and it's like they came right up.
I told you they were gonna come right. I told you.
I've been watching, but like I said, with that brush right there, the way I was sitting back,
yeah,
it's kind of thick. All right, well, they're dead. Let me get my shells out.
But he was right. I mean, when I picked my gun up and leaned against that tree, he was right down my gun barrel. He stopped right here, and they were about right here.
Just to let you know, that nitro killed just as easy as that TSX does.
At this range, that's what I'm saying. I mean, most of the time, this is the range you kill them at. turkey. Just starting to get the sunlight right here.
He's decent. He ain't as big as yours, I don't think.
Don't get them mixed up now. I got the bigger one.
It's nice on this side. Mine actually is a little bit bigger, I think.
Nah, they're probably brothers. They're probably 2-year-old birds, and they probably all grew up together. But he had a red head and a beard, so.
Down he went.
And when I saw that group right there, I knew exactly which group it was, because they're always together. I've been seeing them out here since before turkey season started.
If I'd seen that real big one first, but I just looked up because the reason I shot the first one I could get to, because they kind of snuck up on me and I had to grab my gun, lean it up. I figured I was going to spook them anyhow, so I pulled up and pretty much click, boom.
All right, so there's where we were sitting. There's Rodney set up. His gun was leaning against those bushes, and he was drinking that Mountain Dew. That's what I say, man. I mean, just cause, I told you earlier, just cause one group passes you by, you know there's 9 toms out here.
Yeah.
You don't give up on your turkey hunt. I mean, they'll sneak in on you now. All right, I'm gonna go get the truck. I can drive it within about 150 yards of here. We're gonna pack all this stuff up, and that way we won't have to carry it so far, because we came from all the way over there where those trees are, about 1,000 yards away. What you got to say about shooting your first turkey?
Feels pretty good.
All I got to say is I told you so. All you got to do is shoot a turkey. I mean, not all you got to do, but if you can't shoot one unless you're in the woods, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you got your first turkey. I just wish I could have got the video, and see, I couldn't even turn the big camera on after we shot because they were standing right here, and I didn't want to spook them. And you saw how they moved off. Hopefully I got some of them moving off on the GoPro. They just walked off. They weren't spooked.
Yeah, they weren't scared or nothing after we bumped two chunks of them.
Yeah.
So there's one on the left, mine's one on the right.
Yeah. You know them two that run off, or they didn't run off, but them two that left, they were up there feeding in the little pasture beside the truck when I got there. They were like 40 yards from the truck. Yo! Oh, snap.
One on the back, yours in the front.
All right, let's go get the rest of our mess here. After you
come in a hurry or nothing. They
just, yeah, after you handed it back to me and I hit that call one more time, they were probably right around the corner and heard it, and their hens are off nesting or something. So they come around the corner and they saw them decoys, and I mean, they were right up in them decoys. Even after we shot, they were like eyeballing them. That's why I turned it on to make them think it was real, you know, like. Yeah.
All right, just tear your camera down. I got everything out ready to go. Tear the camera down first.
All right. Oh, you got it snapped.
I already got everything. I'm ready to go.
All right.
Here might have been a pretty decent location. Both of them sitting side by side right here in this front.
Well, turn around and look now. You see why I chose that tree? Because it sticks out on that point. I didn't realize that there was that much brush in your way falling back the other way. But look, the fence goes like this. It goes out to a point and then back. So I figured on the point we could see both directions. Them 4 there, which all turned out to be toms. There was 3 there, and then there was 2 over here. And I figured we increase our odds by sitting where there's 7 of them instead of where there's 2 of them.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's a good spot. It's just hard for both. It's hard for us to see both ways. I do think if we go to the
what we could do,
that's gonna be a little bit better.
I'll tell you what though, that brush right there you couldn't see past is what hid you from them.
Yeah.
I mean, they were right on top of us.
And they were looking at the decoys like they're supposed to instead of me. So I grabbed my gun, lower it down, put one down, and they sat there like, what was that?
Yeah.
Smells like a turkey down.
Sometimes it smells like a turkey running.
Not when I'm shooting.
Let's see what mine smells like. Mine smells like I almost didn't get a turkey call. Somebody didn't tell me they were coming.
I didn't have time to tell you. I actually had more time. I could have let them sit, but I didn't know. I just looked up and they were there, and it actually kind of scared me.
All right, we're back in the shed. We had to get a little breakfast, but these are the 2 toms that we got. Getting ready to clean this one up. Both of them had about a 9.5-inch beard. The 4 of them were probably brothers. Running together, they're probably 2-year-old birds. Not a real big deal on the spurs. These were some off of the one I killed last year. That's probably a 3-year-old bird. At any rate, that's going to conclude this video and Rodney's first turkey. And I guess we could call this Rodney Becomes a Real Man Part 2. And thanks for watching, guys.